Welcome back, friends. Tonight we are discussing two contrasting pictures. One, fiddling on the roof, no, actually fiddling with the phone on a desk, and some speeches to a very limited audience, certain restlessness, but also directionlessness. The other picture of a dogged, aggressive, seized of elections mindset party is strategizing for 2024. With the Prime Minister himself sitting for hours, taking feedback, talking to leaders, and understanding what more needs to be done, despite the fact that already a lot is happening. On the one side, you have headwinds. On the other, you have tailwinds. One is, of course, the opposition, and the other, of course, the ruling BJP. We'll try to understand through this conversation over the next 1 hour what's working and what's not working for both the sides, the opposition and the ruling dispensation. And what are the lessons? Remember, we have a short window before the general election campaign begins. In that short window, can the opposition get its act together, which it does not seem to be getting as of now, as of today, going by the pictures, the speech making, the fiddling on the dash we have seen today. That's going to be our debate. Let's look at how the day panned out, and then I come back with a panel of guests.
The opposition has taken to the streets in protest at Jantar Mantar. Protest politics continues even as a record 146 MPs were suspended.
हम लोगों को ये जिम्मेदारी लेनी पड़ेगी। अभी चाहे वो मेहनत करेंगे, चाहे इसकी कीमत देंगे, मगर प्रजातंत्र पर हमला करने वाली ये सांप्रदायिक शक्ति हम दूर करेंगे। ये दूर करने के लिए हम एक रहेंगे, इतना विश्वास यह ठिकाने मैं दिलाता हूँ।
अब लोकतंत्र में विरोध के कई तरीके होते हैं, सभी तरीकों को आजमाया गया ताकि विपक्ष की जो मांग थी देश की सुरक्षा की चूक को लेकर वो पूरी नहीं हुई, इसलिए आज एक सामूहिक रूप से लोग विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं.
The opposition failing to counter the government over the Lok Sabha attack, with Rahul Gandhi giving a free pass to those who attack Lok Sabha to take on the BJP.
देश में भयंकर बेरोजगारी, इस देश का युवा आज रोजगार नहीं पा सकता है. इसीलिए ये जो युवा थे जिन्होंने सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच जरूर की, वो भी आपकी गलती है, इसलिए वो पार्लियामेंट हाउस में कूद कर आए.
Not realizing that he is unemployed, vacations abroad and is part of the NGO network. BJP has hit out at Rahul Gandhi.
राहुल गांधी जी ने जो किया देश उनको माफ नहीं करेगा. अगर कोई सांसद कुकृत्य कर रहा था तो उसको रोकना चाहिए था, कुकृत्य में शामिल नहीं होना चाहिए था. संवैधानिक पदों की न गरिमा न सम्मान बल्कि अपमान करने का काम श्रीमान राहुल गांधी ने किया है. पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को माफी मांगनी चाहिए.
United as they may stand to protest, all is not well in the opposition camp.
खड़गे फड़गे का नाम नहीं जानता है. अभी नाम बोले हैं तो हम सुने हैं, ताप बोले तो हम जान गए. उनको कोई नहीं जानता है. बड़े मुख लोग जानते होंगे, आम पब्लिक नहीं जानता है. आम पब्लिक नीतीश कुमार को जानता है. नीतीश कुमार प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनेंगे और सब कोई नीतीश कुमार को जानता है. पूरे हिंदुस्तान ने जानता है, खड़गे को नहीं जानता है.
While the opposition was busy at Jantar Mantar with no particular direction, BJP was already strategizing for 2024 at its headquarters. Question is, what direction has this protest given to the INDI bloc? Let's debate.
Welcome back, friends. You would have got a fair idea of how the day panned out in India's politics. On the side of opposition, at least, because so far as the BJP strategy meeting is concerned, we don't have the pictures. but then it's gone on for about 5 hours, and I'm told that it's going to go on all day tomorrow as well, and substantial part of it being attended by the Prime Minister himself. But joining me to understand, discuss, analyze, and do some crystal ball gazing as to where the politics are headed going into general elections, Sanju Verma, nationalist spokesperson of the BJP, the ruling party. She's joining us live from Mumbai. Vivek Silas, nationalist spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. He is with me in the studios here in Noida. Anwar Pasha, national spokesperson, RJD, joining us live from Delhi. I would have wanted to begin with Shyam Prasad Meka. He's leader of the Congress party, joining us live from Hyderabad, but I'm told he's yet to be connected audio-wise. So let me begin with Sumansi Raman, political analyst, leans towards the Congress party, joining us live from Chennai. Regular faces, some of them. I believe Anwar Pasha, the new one. But Sumansi Raman, you would have seen the protests panning out through the news cycle, and you would have listened to some of those speeches being made. You would have heard Rahul Gandhi mentioning that jobless youth are fiddling with the phone while he himself was fiddling with the phone for most of the time that he was on the stage. What purpose has really been achieved? You know, the opposition has really very less time, a short window before it can galvanize and get its act together. I mean, what are you really doing? Could you get a sense of any direction in what has happened today in the protests?
Look, the protest is purely symbolic. It is meant to demonstrate what has been done to the opposition by suspending 140 odd members of parliament, something which is unprecedented in parliamentary democracy history of this country, is wrong. It is a symbolic protest. I mean, what is going to be achieved? This is not as if the protest is immediately going to make the government say, no, let us revoke suspension, let us call them back, and let us even continue the session which has already been adjourned sine die. So I don't think that there is any expectation of any of that happening. But the people of this country should know that there is something which is unfair, which has happened. And it is merely to an expression. And the fact that so many different parties were represented in the protest is further an indication that the view of a large number of opposition parties, at least as far as this particular act of suspension, is pretty unanimous. So I think that that is very, very important. And what do you expect it to achieve? To say that nothing happened, nothing dramatic happened, where the opposition party is expecting anything dramatic? No. This is a symbol, and that message has been conveyed to the people of this country. That's all.
Okay. Okay, you ask a question, what did you expect from the protests? I'll tell you, as a journalist who has covered politics for almost 2 decades and more actually, what I expected. But before that, let's get opening comments from Shyam Prasad Meka also. I'm told he's through. Shyam Prasad Meka, my observation is that the kind of anger, energy, aggression that should have been shown by opposition, and I'm saying this as an absolutely neutral observer, right? The kind of angst, anxiety the opposition should have shown, it was not visible. There were more leaders on the stage than followers on the ground, if you remove the cameras, for example. And it's ironic that the leaders were blaming media. I mean, there were more media men and women vis-a-vis followers in that crowd.
Abhishek, sorry. See, the point is
Mr. Meka, can you unmute yourself?
Very serious issue. Number one serious issue is breach of security. Am I muted? No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Looks like I'm muted.
No, you are absolutely audible.
See,
Meka, go ahead.
Suspending 150 members from the parliament is not a small... Okay. Yeah. See, suspending 150 members from the parliament is not a joke. This is not how our parliamentary democracy functions. right? So about that, if the opposition is talking about it, we are talking about some video here or some mimicry there, somebody took a video. Is that the issue, or making the parliament completely devoid of any opposition voices? Is that the issue? That is the question for the people of the country to think about, right, Abhishek?
Obviously, that's the issue. And I think you are on the same page as the Prime Minister and Home Minister, by the way, when you say it's a serious matter, because that's what the Prime Minister is saying. That is a serious issue. Let it be investigated. Let the Speaker take charge. Let investigation report come in. Let's understand what exactly happened. The Home Minister has already ordered an inquiry. He has in fact already ordered a review of the entire security apparatus taking care of the Parliament. And pending that, you have all the histrionics by the opposition.
Let me make a very serious allegation then. Okay. See, the point is, how many days since it happened? While the session is in progress, the Prime Minister goes and talks to media organizations, but Home Minister doesn't come and make a statement in the Parliament. You're talking about let the investigation complete. Oh yeah, let the investigation complete. But now, instead of making a statement, I am alleging the Home Minister and Prime Minister, as usual for them, they are trying to find a conspiracy theory and trying to divert the attention of the people instead of actually focusing on a real investigation. That's why they don't have the gumption to come and make a statement. They are cooking up their stories, and once their story is cooked up, they will come up and speak.
Abhishek.
Then they will cook up the investigation. That is what is happening in this country.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you have made a serious charge, so I would now have to get in Sanju Verma and let her respond to the charge you have made. Sanju Verma, in essence, Congress party is accusing you of cooking up a conspiracy theory
with all responsibility,
so that you can paper over the serious security breach in Parliament. Your response?
Okay, I did not heckle anyone. Thank you. It is BJP versus all on your show now. Abhishek, I see 4 people from the opposition. But anyway, I'll take each one of them head on. Responding to Mr. Raman and Mr. Mika, I just have to say this, that the DG CRPF, Mr. Anish Dayal Singh, a high-powered committee has been instituted under his aegis. He will submit recommendations to the Union Home Minister, and statements will be made both by Om Birla, the Lok Sabha Speaker, and of course the Union Home Minister. But the opposition cannot have a gun to Mr. Amit Shah's head saying कि हमें आज इस मुद्दे पर अभी तत्कालीन statement चाहिए. Point number 2. On the one hand, the opposition says this is a serious security breach, and I agree with them on that count. But in the same breath, they absolutely trivialize this horrifying security breach by saying कि जो 42 साल की नीलम आजाद हैं, I don't believe in face shaming or age shaming. But the reason I mentioned her age is only because, she says that she resorted to this because she is unemployed. मतलब 2014 में 10 साल पहले लगभग वो 32 साल की होंगी, तो 32 साल में भी उनको नौकरी नहीं मिली. आज 42 साल में भी वो बेरोजगार हैं, तो मतलब बेरोजगारी तो मुद्दा है ही नहीं. Point number 3, Lalit Jha, he has been seen on the social media. These photographs are viral with various TMC and Congress leaders, but Congress leaders say हमारे साथ फोटो खिंचवा ली तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है, चलिए वो भी हम आपको बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट दे देते हैं. मेरा सिर्फ इतना कहना है, when under rule 255, 256, repeatedly the chair of the house, in this case the vice president no less, Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, with folded hands requested the opposition members that I have received 23 notices, we will have a proper discussion, but please maintain decorum and dignity of the house. आप क्या करते हैं? You jump into the well of the house with placards, you start sloganeering, you start undermining the dignity of the house, and then after repeat warnings when you are asked to leave, you are suspended, then you start crying victimhood. I can say this. I'm sorry, I'm comparing apples with oranges, but on Abhishek Kapoor's show, if we keep behaving in a manner that is undignified, that breaches the basic levels of decorum, I'm sure we will be asked to take, क्या बोलूं अभी, will be asked to exit. तो यही मैं कहना चाहती हूं कि हर मुद्दे पर, why is it Abhishek? I will just take 10 seconds more. Do you remember the budget session of the parliament in February 2023? उस वक्त अदानी वाला मुद्दा बहुत गर्म था. In January 2023, Supreme Court के कहने पर there was a 7-member high-powered committee which was instituted to probe the Adani related accusations under the aegis of Mr. Abhay Sapre, who is a former Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court. हमने कहा कि Mr. Sapre क्या कहते हैं सुन तो लीजिए. The opposition staged a walkout. Then look at the monsoon session. Gaurav Gogoi moved the no confidence motion against the Modi government. और कितनी शर्म की बात है कि जिस आदमी ने नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन मूव किया मोदी सरकार के खिलाफ, on the 10th of August 2023, the day the final discussion was held on the no confidence motion, the moment प्रधानमंत्री अपना वक्तव्य बोलने के लिए सदन में खड़े हुए, राहुल गांधी, मिस्टर खड़गे, अधीर रंजन चौधरी, everybody and anybody who's a veteran from the opposition camp, including Gaurav Gogoi, they staged a walkout. And the same thing is being repeated now winter session में. तो ये जो है ना रकस क्रिएट करना, shoot and scoot politics, अभी ये चलेगा नहीं. Shoot and scoot has run its course. We will not take this lying down. या तो आप मुद्दे पर बातचीत करिए, पर सब्र से करिए. यदि दादागिरी और गुंडागर्दी सदन में होगी तो आप पर कार्रवाई होगी, because you are not above the law of the land. Get that loud and clear.
Okay. So basically what Sanju Verma is saying is that it's not just about the winter session. The cause might have been different, but session after session, the opposition has been a habitual disruptor. In fact, has used disruption as a strategy and crying victim when they get suspended. Now, Mr. Silas, you see, the fact is that after the last round of suspensions, which happened, I think, about 2 sessions back, there was an understanding reached between the treasury benches and the opposition. Every opposition leader was part of the Business Advisory Committee meeting, I am told, in which a decision was taken that irrespective of the issue, irrespective of the intensity of protests, placards would not be used in the House. Yes. Now, when you see opposition MPs coming in with placards, rushing not just to the well, but to the speaker or chair's dais, it's clear that you have come prepared to be in breach of that understanding. So obviously then, why do you want a soft touch approach from the government when you are in breach of an understanding?
No, first of all, very good evening to all of you. It's not for the first time that this is happening in the parliament. It's very sad, definitely. But if you go back to 2004, between 2004 and 14, the same thing the Bharatiya Janata Party used to do. And what Mr. late Arun Jaitley said, the protest is a part of democracy. It is not illegal. That is what late Arun Jaitley said. And today, as of now, what the country is talking about, there are 4 issues. What was currently today was very, very hot. The first issue was that people of India are talking that the suspension is very sad. It shouldn't have happened. Almost 150 MPs have been suspended from the parliament. Secondly, what the people of India were talking on social media is the martyrs who got martyred in Kashmir, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is absolutely mum on that. Thirdly, what I heard today was the retirement of Sakshi Malik, which is absolutely very, very unfortunate. Sanjuji, how she raised the retirement.
Mr. Silas.
And the most important thing is the Bharatiya Janata Party has fooled the people of India. Again, especially the people of Rajasthan. They have refused to give...
Are you insulting the wisdom of the people of Rajasthan?
Of course.
Exactly. Are you insulting? Do you think you are not insulting the wisdom of the people of Rajasthan in having elected a government just a fortnight back?
It's so unfortunate, Abhishek ji, that they have been fooled again by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Is that not a tragedy, Mr. Silas? Because I think the opposition is really missing what's really the sentiment on the ground. Sanju, before I come back,
trying to expose the lies of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, Sanju, before you respond,
you cannot deny from that.
Okay, let me get. Okay, let me get Sanju to respond to that. But Sanju, I have to add. Hold on.
Give me 5 seconds.
I understood. Okay.
Give me 5 seconds. Even the Bharatiya Janata Party won the election in Madhya Pradesh on the Ladli Behan Yojana, and today the names are being struck off. Why is this happening? That our women who voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party are being struck off from the Ladli Yojana.
Okay, let Sanju Verma respond. I'll just add one thing or rephrase what Mr. Silas is saying, Sanju, for you to respond. You respond to the charge he has made about the Ladli Behna, but also, Sanju, that isn't it really bad optics that you are suspending 140, 150 members of parliament? I mean, forget about what's the image that gets carried across the country. I mean, the kind of image that gets carried outside India as well. How would the BJP respond to that?
You know, Abhishek, Mr. Silas raised some pertinent points, and I will respond to his and your very important query as well. First and foremost, we all love our sportsmen and our sportswomen, Sakshi Malik included. But जब आप sportsmen या sportswoman की बजाय आप राजनीति के दलदल में कूद जाते हैं, तब आप एक स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन नहीं रह जाते. आपकी यदि राजनीतिक महत्वाकांक्षा है, तो खुलेआम कहिए कि हमें राजनीति करनी है. Point number 1. Point number 2, Sakshi Malik said that, we are upset that Sanjay Singh, who's a close confidant of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, is now the Wrestling Federation president. Arey, Sakshi Malik Mohtarma, Mr. Sanjay Singh won the Wrestling Federation of India's election with a thumping majority out of 47 votes. He got 40 votes, and Wrestling Federation का जो प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही थी, she is another famous sportsman, Anita Shwaran, she only got 7 votes. तो बाकायदा इलेक्शन हुई और संजय सिंह जीत कर आए. तो साक्षी मलिक यदि इसके भीतर हस्तक्षेप करना चाहती हैं, तो मुझे उन पर तरस आ रहा है. पॉइंट नंबर 3, राहुल गांधी, प्रियंका वाड्रा, उन्नाव के वक्त, हाथरस के वक्त आज रेसलिंग फेडरेशन को पॉलिटिसाइज करने के लिए गिद्ध की तरह ये चले आते हैं. But I want to ask Priyanka Vadra, no wonder Ashok Gehlot was, removed by the electorate, and it was a humiliating defeat in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and in Chhattisgarh. And I'll tell you why, Abhishek. Do you remember in December 2022, there was a horrifying gang rape of a 15-year-old disabled girl at Alwar. Priyanka Vadra was celebrating the, birthday of सोनिया गांधी एट रणथंबोर नेशनल पार्क. रणथंबोर और अलवर के बीच का डिस्टेंस है 215 किलोमीटर. ये मोहतरमा 215 किलोमीटर आ नहीं पाई अलवर, उल्टा अलवर की गैंगरेप विक्टिम का मजाक और मखौल उड़ाते हुए प्रियंका वाड्रा सेड, अरे गहलोत जी ने तो कार्रवाई करवा दी, रेप हुआ ही नहीं. सीसीटीवी फुटेज बता रहे हैं रेप हुआ है, मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन बता रहे हैं रेप हुआ है, फोरेंसिक एग्जामिनेशन बता रहा है विक्टिम की कंडीशन बहुत हालत खराब है. सो आई जस्ट वन थिंग, आप लोग ये जो दोगलापन है ना, ये पब्लिक बहुत चालाक है, सब समझती है. अपना दोगलापन त्याग दीजिए, नहीं तो 2024 तक, 2029 एंड 2030
संजू, इफ आई कुड कम इन,
की खानी पड़ेगी.
Okay, Sanju, you see, that has been factored into the election results that have come. Obviously, people of Rajasthan understood, and that's why we have the kind of result we have. But the specific question that Mr. Silas and I asked was, it's about bad optics. Even the defense on Sakshi Malik, maybe you are right, technically you are right, but then the optics don't add up really. I mean, BJP is a big party, ruling party. Could the optics have been better?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. And I'll tell you, it's a very tricky question. You are today asking me tricky questions, but I'll just say this to you. 9.5 साल हो गए. Narendra Modi is on the cusp of a third term. Modi 3.0 is going to be a pleasant reality. But look at the opposition. Pegasus, demonetization, Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir issue, the Delhi Ordinance issue, related issue, Manipur issue, no confidence motion related issue, Adani related issue. Tell me one issue where the BJP said we will have a discussion and the opposition agreed. Do you remember what Amit Shah said 10 days back? Not even 10 days back. आर्टिकल 370 के एब्रोगेशन पर बात करते हुए अमित शाह ने मिस्टर खड़गे को क्या कहा? खड़गे जी, मैं 6 सुन रहा हूं, अब मैं जैसे ही बोलने लगा आपका पूरा विपक्ष सदन से निकलने की तैयारी कर रहा है, which means that the opposition will not play the role of a constructive opposition, but you expect the chair to mollycoddle you. Sorry, mollycoddling के दिन गए. आप यदि मर्यादा भंग करोगे तो मर्यादा भंग करने
Okay, you made your valid point.
आपको मिलेगी.
Fair enough. No. I'll ask question. Mr. Silas, we have to still get Mr. Anwar Pasha. So, we have got the opening comments and we have set the debate. Now, I go to Mr. Anwar Pasha and give direction to the debate, which I want to understand and the viewers want to understand where things are headed insofar as the BJP versus the opposition is concerned. Mr. Anwar Pasha, the RJD is the most desperate party to see Nitish Kumar as the face of the opposition alliance. And you know why? Because if Nitish Kumar is kicked out of Bihar, it creates a space for somebody. So in a way, it's not love for Mr. Nitish Kumar, it's the love for the heir apparent of the RJD that's propelling all the voices we hear from the RJD about Nitish Kumar being the face of the India alliance, which unfortunately has been stymied by the proposal from Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal to fake Mallikarjun Kharge or Mr. Kharge Varge, as one JDU leader said today. Now the question is, if this is the state of affairs, where every party is only looking at their own immediate interest, RJD, TMC, JDU, SP, then how are you going to take on the Modi juggernaut, Mr. Pasha?
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. I think you have right to create any kind of misconception or perception about any party. This is your channel and you have every right. You are free to do that. There is no confusion about the alliance unity. We are all united. There is no question of any face for the Prime Minister candidate. I think, and we believe in democracy. We believe in democratic principles. And we believe in the people of this country. We believe in the democratic mandate of the people. So we'll go to the people in a united form. We are all united. The parties in alliance, India alliance, they're all united. They believe in democracy. And we'll go to the people. We'll seek mandate of the people and we'll decide about the Prime Minister of the country. As far as the Prime Ministerial face is concerned, or declaration of the Prime Ministerial face at this stage is concerned, unlike BJP, there is no crisis in India alliance. All parties in India alliance and the leaders of the India alliance have potential to lead this country. They have potential to be the Prime Minister of this country. So why you are so worried about the face? Why the BJP is so worried about the face? So they have to be worried about their own prospect, about their own future. Because the people of the country are quite upset because of the 10 years misrule of the BJP government. They have not solved any problem of the people. Be it the problem of unemployment, be it the problem of price rise, be it the problem of security of the country, the security of the border, be it the problem of the security of the parliament. Today the parliament is not secure. Parliament is not safe. What the MPs were asking, what the opposition was asking to the government, they just expressed their concern about the serious matter that happened in the parliament. So they wanted the government to make a statement. They wanted the Prime Minister, our respected Prime Minister, to make a statement. They wanted our respected Home Minister to make a statement. And you can just understand how serious the government is, how serious our respected...
I think that's been answered, Mr. Pasha. My question is...
Home Minister is there.
Okay, let me put the question differently.
They were sitting in the...
I'll come to you, Sanju. He's just getting his opening comments. I'm just probing him.
But didn't bother.
Okay, fair enough.
Bother to come to the house.
Now, Mr. Pasha,
respond and make a statement on the issue. This shows how serious they are about the security.
Mr. Pasha,
about the security of the Parliament House.
Mr. Pasha.
Yeah, Mr. Abhishek.
Okay, Mr. Pasha, that has been already responded to by Sanju Verma, so I'll not get into it. Because the Home Minister can make a statement once the inquiry investigation is over. Until that time, the opposition has to have patience. Plus, the opposition anyway has been using disruption as a strategy, as a tool. My question was different, Mr. Pasha. We have lost Sumant Raman, unfortunately. We'll try and get him back. But Sumant Raman asked a question. You are saying...
The kind of incident happened in the parliament...
Let me ask a question, Mr. Pasha.
The report of the inquiry committee.
Let me ask a question, Mr. Pasha. Please, let me ask a question.
The inquiry of the committee.
Okay, let me ask a question. We have discussed the parliament security breach for almost a week or 10 days. My question is, you are saying, why are you worried?
The country.
Please listen, Mr. Pasha.
The security of the country, security of the parliament.
I am talking to you only. Don't worry, nobody is disrupting you. Nobody is obstructing you.
The country is not safe. And for this,
yes,
for this, around 150 MPs,
yes,
they were expelled from the house.
Okay,
is this a democracy? This is the
Mr. Pasha, listen.
And dictatorship.
Mr. Pasha, listen.
The main fight is
okay.
The main
Mr. Pasha, this is unfair. आप सुन नहीं रहे. आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा पूछ रहा हूँ मैं सवाल. आगे ले जाएंगे बात को.
Fighting.
We'll take it forward. I think Mr. Pasha is not getting me, Aditi.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm getting you.
Okay, Mr. Pasha, see, you are again
to express
exactly the same disruption that you are doing inside the parliament, you are doing on the debate also. But I am not going to suspend you, I am going to ask a question.
Only you.
And the question is, you are saying, why are you worried? Arey Baba, I am worried for the exact same reason that you are worried. That for a strong democracy, India needs a strong opposition. Unfortunately, you are failing us. You are failing the citizens of the country by not being a responsible, credible, strong opposition.
How much respect the government has for the opposition? They do not want opposition. They want opposition, less parliament.
Abhishek.
They want opposition, less parliament.
Is it Modi's responsibility to make the opposition strong?
Abhishek, as a journalist...
Is it Modi's responsibility? Is it Amit Shah's responsibility to make the opposition strong?
As a journalist, focus on questioning the government rather than worrying about the opposition.
No, this is not fair, Mr. Mecca. We need a strong opposition to take on the government in the parliament.
Responsibility to question the opposition.
We question the government whenever there is a need. Of course we do.
What is the media doing?
Of course we do.
What is the media doing?
But today we are discussing.
What is the media doing? Modi Mahima Mandan kar raha hai.
The government.
You ask the question to the power.
Okay, I tell you. Okay, I tell you. I tell you what media. I am telling you, Mr. Mecca. Again, please don't disrupt. I am telling you what the media is doing. The question is, media's role is to observe what's happening. Media's role is to observe, comment. Media's role is to shine the spotlight, as they say. Right? Now, opposition's job is to make sure that the government is accountable. More than the media, I would say.
Is to champion the cause of the people.
By the very nature of democracy and the way it functions in our country, the parliamentary democracy, you have a platform called the Parliament of India. You have a platform called the Parliament of India where when you ask questions during the question hour, you are not supposed to absent yourself. You are not supposed to absent yourself that the opposition has been doing. The questions are asked on behalf of the people, on behalf of me. And the opposition cannot be absent during the question hour and then say, come outside, use media, boom mics, and cry foul. That's the unfortunate part, Mr. Mecca. But then I want to move forward.
Prime Minister ever in the House?
You see,
the question hour?
I'll come to you. You see, Mr. Pasha made a point that opposition is united. Sharad Pawar made that point, we will pay any price for the opposition unity. Now let's get into specifics. Mr. Silas, before I go to Sanju, Mr. Silas, let's look at the unity. It was not visible during the last elections, but I'm going state-wise, aggregation of states for the INDI alliance. In Uttar Pradesh, SP versus INC. In West Bengal, Trinamool versus INC. In Kerala, CPM versus INC. In Tamil Nadu, DMK versus INC.
Not the thing that is going
in Punjab, AAP versus INC.
Modi's government's
you have to give us some.
going to defeat.
Mr. Mecca, I'll come to you. Mr. Meka, I'll come to you. Mr. Meka, I'll come to you. Please increase the fold back. And I ask this question to Mr. Silas. Mr. Silas, we really want that opposition stand united, because that's the only way, if you coordinate among yourself, seat sharing, leader, etc., that you can present a strong response to the BJP juggernaut. But it seems not to be happening.
As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, I don't think there is absolutely any problem between the Congress and the Samajwadi Party.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think things will be definitely.
Are you speaking after knowing the soundbite of Ajay Rai, where he said that Congress will contest on 80 seats?
Ajay Rai is not the decision maker. He is just the head of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh. He is not the decision maker.
See?
Neither he was present. Let me complete. Neither he was present in any of the meetings. But I would like to ask Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma ji, अगर 47 में से 40 वोट संजय सिंह को मिल गए कुश्ती फेडरेशन में, तो क्या साक्षी मलिक को इंसाफ नहीं मिलेगा?
Again, you are going to Sakshi Malik.
I have to ask her. She
has responded.
No, I have to ask her.
No, you are digressing from the question I have asked, Mr. Silas.
ये कहा है कि एविडेंसेस हैं ब्रिजभूषण शरण सिंह के पास, और आप आज किसानों की बात करते हैं. आज हमारे राष्ट्रपति किसानों की बात कर रहे थे. उस समय कहां थे जब 750 किसान शहीद हो गए थे? और they were called the खालिस्तानी, the पाकिस्तानी, the terrorist, they were called. जब कुचल दिए गए थे थार जीप के आगे 6 किसान, तब किसानों की याद नहीं आई थी. जब पहलवानों को वहां से घसीट के फेंक दिया गया था जंतर मंतर से, तब आपको जाटों की याद नहीं आई थी. और सुनिए, आप एक बात और, आपने रेप की बात की राजस्थान की. यू नो व्हाट मिस्टर बाबूलाल गौड़ इज? ही इज द एमएलए फ्रॉम दुद्दी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी इन उत्तर प्रदेश. He has been convicted of raping a minor. He is from the Bharatiya Janata Party. And he has been imprisoned of 25 years.
Sanju Verma respond.
I need my time.
Mr. Silas, you have digressed from the question that I asked, which was the missing opposition unity. But you have made some charges, so Sanju Verma gets to respond.
25 साल की आपकी विधायक को माइनर के रेप के लिए
let Sanju Verma respond.
convicted.
Let Sanju Verma respond.
What do you have to say about
let
that?
Sanju Verma. Okay, let Sanju Verma respond.
मिस्टर साइलस, आपने बहुत सवाल किए. अभी आप मेरा भी जवाब सुनिए, क्योंकि मैंने बिल्कुल दखलंदाजी नहीं की जब आपने सवाल पूछे. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट, ब्रिजभूषण शरण सिंह के खिलाफ more than 1000 पेज चार्जशीट has been filed by Atul Srivastava, the public prosecutor, on behalf of the Delhi police. And remember that within 3 days of filing the FIR, Delhi police has written to the wrestling federations of Indonesia, Bulgaria, Mongolia, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, because Sakshi Malik, Vinesh Fogart said कि ये जगहों पर हमारे साथ छेड़खानी हुई थी. Point number 3, the Supreme Court is already looking into the matter. It is sub judice. पर मैं एक उल्टा सवाल करना चाहती हूँ. बहुत फेमस तमिल सिंगर हैं चिन्मया श्रीपदा. She has leveled rape allegations, and along with her 7 other women have leveled rape allegations at equally famous Tamil lyricist Vairamuthu. और तमिलनाडु में किसकी सरकार है?
Please talk about your MLA who's been convicted of raping a minor. You have not said anything about it.
I think unfortunately we are digressing from the conversation I wanted to have.
I did not heckle him. Now let me finish. ये लोग यहाँ बैठकर बीजेपी से
Please say something about your MLA.
I did not. Abhishek, I refuse to debate like this because you did not allow me to heckle him.
You please finish, but at the same time understand. At the same time understand that he is making you digress from the real conversation we are having. He has not responded to the unity question of the opposition.
Finish, please?
He is asking you a question.
Abhishek, can I finish? I heard him. You know, are you telling me that if Vivek Silas asks me a question, I should simply allow him to get away with his baseless, defamatory and reckless allegations? No, I will show him the mirror. And I don't want to be heckled, otherwise I am not doing this debate.
Your MLA has been convicted of rape and you are saying it's baseless.
Let him debate.
Your MLA has been convicted of rape and has been imprisoned for 25 years. And you say it's baseless? This is highly ridiculous.
She's responding, but you have to listen.
You finish. You
Okay,
finish.
go ahead. Sanju Verma, complete.
नहीं, इन्हें पहले बोल लेने दीजिए, दिल खोल के बोलिए. जब आप
No, he has stopped. Sanju Verma, go ahead.
चलिए बोलिए. नहीं, विवेक साइलस को बोलने दीजिए.
No, he has stopped, Sanju Verma. He has stopped.
ये
He has stopped. Please go ahead.
डीएमके के सरकार के नाक के नीचे वैरामुत्थु is molesting a famous singer called चिन्मया श्रीपदा। अखिलेश यादव के मुंह में दही जम जाता है, राहुल गांधी के मुंह में दही जम जाता है, प्रियंका वाड्रा के मुंह में दही जम जाता है, और बृजभूषण शरण सिंह जिसका केस ऑलरेडी कोर्ट में है, उसके खिलाफ यहां आकर बीजेपी को नैतिकता का भाषण देते हैं। नाउ लेट मी रिमाइंड दी समाजवादी पार्टी, इनके मुलायम सिंह यादव ने कहा था, अरे लड़कों से गलतियां हो जाती हैं, बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटे छोटे रेप हो जाते हैं, इसलिए यहां बैठकर समाज मुझे नैतिकता पर भाषण नहीं चाहिए। एंड इन 2014 अभिषेक, डू यू रिमेंबर?
Okay, Sanju.
A journalist, let me finish in 10 seconds. A journalist met Akhilesh Yadav. Balia rape had just happened.
Please, quickly, because
Balia. And she asked Akhilesh Yadav, बालिया रेप पर आप कुछ कहेंगे? अखिलेश यादव ने कहा, अरे आपके साथ तो कुछ नहीं हुआ ना, बालिया में बलात्कार हुआ, तो आपके पेट में इतना दर्द क्यों हो रहा है? तो समाजवादी पार्टी जो गायत्री प्रजापति को एक ट्रॉफी की तरह ले लेकर लोकसभा 2019 के चुनाव से पहले घूम रही थी,
ओके संजू
के कहने पर गायत्री प्रजापति वो सेंट टू प्रिजन। सो विवेक सैलस, जाकर पहले अपने अखिलेश यादव को भाषण दो, बीजेपी को आपके भाषण की जरूरत।
Abhishek, if you just want us to be here, Sanju, so that we can hear to Sanju Verma's angry outburst.
No, Sanju, no. I have to take no. See, what is happening is, unfortunately, hold on, Mr. Meka, I'll come to you. Hold on. See, what is happening is, it was a trap question by Vivek Silas. The conversation, no. Mr. Meka, I have given you an adequate time to speak, and I am coming back to you. It's not that you are not participating. It's just that some charge was made by Mr. Silas. Sanju responded to that. But I'm saying it was a trap question because we are derailing from the important conversation we are having. As a citizen of the country, I want a strong opposition. And unfortunately, I see a certain directionlessness. Sumant Raman is back with us. Sumant, you were asking this question in your first comment, that what else were you expecting? Now, I'll tell you what I was expecting. As a journalist who has observed politics of the country for 2 decades and more, I expected a little more aggression. I expected that the opposition would mobilize the cadres.
I couldn't hear it very.
Yeah, please listen to me. I expected that the opposition would mobilize its cadres. I expected that there would be more aggression. I expected that the speech making would be aggressive and really put the government on the mat. I expected that there would be certain direction in the addresses by those respective leaders. I expected certain stronger resolve. But unfortunately, it was missing. And ironically, Mr. Meka accuses media of not doing enough. But you see, I was saying earlier also, there were more media persons in the crowd than the crowd, followers than supporters. So obviously, you have to understand there is something amiss. And unless you diagnose the problem, you are not going to be able to treat it. Mr. Raman.
No, I am fully in agreement with you that if things were hunky-dory, if things were all hunky-dory within the Congress party, then they would not have lost these 3 states in the Hindi belt. They would have won at least 1, if not 2. So things are not hunky-dory. There is need for introspection. There is need for doing things differently. But the point really is, I was listening to Sanju Verma defending the person who's convicted of raping a minor, and it is incredible that the way she came up.
Yes or no?
What did somebody else?
You keep defending Vairabhuthu, who has allegations of rape against him. So stop lecturing me. Are you defending Vairabhuthu?
Sumant Raman, there are culprits on both the sides. Sumant Raman, hope you understand that there are culprits on both the sides. It becomes a tutu meme, and you are basically doing this because you don't have an answer. Just like Mr. Silas, even you don't have an answer to what the opposition should be doing.
How can you defend a person who is convicted by a court of rape?
How can you defend Vairabhuthu?
Neither I am defending that BJP MLA, nor I am defending Akhilesh. Both are to be equally condemned.
Why can't you condemn?
Both are to be equally condemned. But then that's not the debate we are having.
This has been convicted of rape of a minor girl, and you are comparing this MLA.
And Akhilesh Yadav was defending. Akhilesh
This
Yadav was
man has been
defending.
convicted of
Mulayam
rape
Singh Yadav, the
and
late
has
Mulayam
been
Singh Yadav was defending.
25
That's
years.
what I'm saying. Mr. Silas, that's the problem.
Vast difference. What are you talking about?
That's the problem.
Please do not compare him.
No, I would not allow you to derail the debate. No, Mr. Silas, I will not allow you to derail the debate. Mr. Silas, I will not allow. No. You are derailing the debate, and that's the problem. This ostrich-like attitude of the opposition is the problem. Please understand.
Exactly, Abhishek. You
Ostrich-like
nailed
attitude
it. You
of the
nailed it.
opposition is the problem. Mr.
All
Sumant
these
Raman, why do you want to complete without these charges and counter charges, please? On the question that I have asked, which is that I expected more aggression from the opposition, more planning, coordination between the parties, which was missing.
Yes, certainly.
Aggression. This is not a movie. You expect aggression, emotion. Stop all these cliched statements. This is not a movie that we are talking about. This is the politics of the country with the issues of the people.
Okay, Mr. Mecca, I tell you. Mr. Mecca, I tell you why.
You expect action, reaction.
Mr. Mecca,
nonsense.
You are a politician, I am not. I am a mere observer of politics.
This is politics. This is serious business.
I will answer that.
I'll tell you what nonsense this is. You see,
with your permission, I want to
yes,
answer.
This is politics.
You are a journalist.
You are a politician. This is politics. I am a mere observer. Sanju Verma, let me just get this. On nationalism, the BJP trumps the Congress party because of its stringency, because of its aggression, aggro, the go-to-it attitude.
Who says so?
On Hindutva, the Congress has tried, but comes out as a pale shadow. It's
Who
actually
says
called
so?
soft Hindutva. Let me complete. On welfareism, in Chhattisgarh, Congress party promised more money for paddy than the BJP, yet the people were not convinced. On popularity, Narendra Modi beats the charts, hands down vis-a-vis Rahul Gandhi or Mallikarjun Kharge. He comes out as a strongman when you deal with Pakistan or China. Obviously, politics is about posturing. Politics is about taking sentiment with you, influencing the sentiment, and it needs aggression.
Well said, Abhishek. Well said.
Okay.
Can I respond to Mr. Mika?
Mr. Mecca, this is a question for you. You were saying nonsense. This is not nonsense. This is politics.
Very easy. No, wait.
Yeah, please.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me respond to you. Abhishek. See, first of all, you don't confuse jingoism with nationalism. You don't give a blanket statement saying that BJP is strong on nationalism. We are the nationalist party. Our name itself is Indian National Congress. We are the nationalists in this country. But we are not the chest-thumping, fist-pumping jingoists. We don't see our nationalism in hating others. Our nationalism is calm, very patriotic. Our nationalism is not about hating somebody and other
I need to answer.
That's not our nationalism.
I need to respond to that. Can I just quickly come in, Abhishek?
You want emotion?
Okay, I am left with last 2 minutes.
I will give you aggression.
I am left with last 2 minutes. Sanju, I'll come to you, but just quickly. No.
Okay.
Quickly to Mr. Pasha, because he got just one comment. Mr. Pasha, the fact of the matter is that like in 2014, so in 2019, and now in 2024, we are again going into an election where the opposition, after more than a decade, has not been able to find an answer to Narendra Modi. Do you think that in the next 3 months, some level of understanding could be reached? You get your 40 seconds.
I do not agree with you. I do not agree with you on this issue. What were the promises made in 1914? What were the promises made in 1990? 2014 and 2019. Do you remember what the promises were made by the Bharatiya Janata Party and our honorable, respectable Prime Minister? The promises were that the black money will come from the abroad. Each and every citizen of the country will get 15 lakh rupees in their account. 2 crore youth will get employed, unemployed youth will get employment each year. And so controlling the price rise, etc. All these promises were made. They were all empty. None of these promises have been fulfilled. You just go to take the example of the price rise. The price rise.
Now you need to
Only
give me
opposition
time
seems
because
to
you've
be
got
interested
4
in
people
those
from the
15 lakh
opposition. I
rupees.
need to respond.
The petrol price.
He's lying, and you're not even counterjecting him. He has no clue about the economy.
Petrol price.
There's something amiss, Mr. Pasha. Sanju, don't interrupt.
They said that it will be brought down to 35. RS 35. Then
I'll come to you, Sanju. I'll come to you.
gas cylinder. That time it was 400 per cylinder.
All valid points. All valid points. 15 lakh rupees never came.
Price of gas cylinder
15 lakh rupees never came. Petrol, which was 50,
as far as
45, 60 at that time, is 95, 100 now.
The 45 years, the
Agreed.
45 years, 45
Agreed.
years record has been
Agreed.
broken. As far as the unemployment is concerned. And the incident of Parliament shows how the desperate, how
Agreed.
frustrated our youth are.
100% agreed.
Desperate and frustrated.
Even if I agree with you 100% hypothetically, Mr. Pasha, the fact of the matter is,
all the issues are going
are not interested. And democracy is about hustings. Democracy is about people. The demo in democracy is people. And the people are not listening to you, unfortunately, Mr. Pasha. It does not matter whether you are making a cogent argument about that 15 lakh rupees, but people are not convinced. And that's about the credibility, and that's where, unfortunately, I think the opposition is missing the point. Sanju, you quickly get 30 seconds to respond. Okay, I think I've run out of time. Mr. Pasha, Sanju, because you have made a charge on BJP's promise, 30 seconds. Sanju, please respond quickly before I wrap up.
This is the fact. This is the
No,
fact.
but you are not moderating the debate. This man is going on and on and on. I need my
Let
time.
Sanju respond.
They got more votes than BJP in these 3 states. This
Fine, let him
Yeah, you will.
Because
Mr. Pasha,
let me
okay,
counter
Sanju,
here.
go ahead.
The lies by this man. Mr. Pasha.
Sanju, quickly, please go ahead.
Can I please now?
Yes,
I don't want
please,
to be
please
hated
stop,
because
please go ahead.
Europeans
Quickly,
need
but.
to hear this. Yes, I'm being quick. Please be patient. The latest report by IMF, the head of IMF has this to say about India. India in the next 1 year will contribute 16% of global GDP. We are the fastest growing economy for the 4th year in a row, and unemployment के बारे में सबने बात की. The NSO has released the unemployment rate has hit a new low of 3.2%. Inflation has hit a new low of 4.8%. Core inflation is
levels are worrying.
Fuel inflation is minus 4.3%.
IMF.
No.
The first half of this financial year, we've grown by 7.7%.
From where you are giving all this data.
The year before that, we grew by 9.1%. और आरजेडी के प्रवक्ता को एक बात कहना चाहती हूँ. आपके लालू यादव के नेतृत्व के तहत आपको कितनी सीटें मिली लोकसभा 2019? 0. पहले जाकर अपनी खुद की बाद में बीजेपी को भाषण दीजिए.
Sanju.
आरजेडी has 0
Same IMF.
And you also
IMF warned about the high level of debt.
assembly elections.
has got
Sanju.
the RJD 0 seats in Lok Sabha. Your Tejasvi.
We are the largest.
Okay, no,
party.
Sumant Raman,
The assembly
I have gone through that IMF report.
We are number
Basically, what it has said about India, it has said about 10 other countries. In fact, India is in top 5 in terms of having less debt to GDP ratio vis-a-vis the bottom 5, in which, by the way, countries like Germany, Japan are there. So it's not about debt to GDP ratio, it's about the people's sentiment. I think, again, we will keep having this debate for the next few months, but unfortunately, opposition seems to be really missing the point. It's not about IMF, for God's sake. It's about people there, it's about Kalavati, Leelavati, and they are not convinced about the opposition narrative. Unfortunately, nobody seems to be getting it, and that's what is the crux of the debate. And perhaps, as I said, we'll keep having it over the next few months. Hopefully, opposition will get its act together. Most likely not. On that note, thank you so much, friends, for joining us. All my guests, Sanju Verma, Shyam Prasad Meka, Sumant Raman, Mr. Pasha, and Mr. Silas here in the studios.